My name is Kevin Ledo, and I'm an artist out of Montreal, Canada. I started working with aptART 2 years ago, I suppose, and I really liked the idea of what they were doing.
My name is Samantha. I run an organization called aptART. We travel around the world to different communities to paint walls with the idea of building awareness about issues that are affecting that particular community. We've worked with Kevin in the US, in Jordan. Currently we're in Beirut, Lebanon, working with refugees as well as host communities, Lebanese people. Most of the walls in Beirut are riddled with bullet holes, and you see the scars of war everywhere. But this particular wall was hit really hard. So Bassam, who was helping us, was from that community.
I need to cover the bullet holes to forget the war, because this building, it wasn't renovated from 35 years. My question was if we can do something with the bullet holes to cover it. And yes, he said we can. That's my goal. Yeah, exactly.
After speaking with some of the people in the neighborhood, I kind of got the sense that a lot of people didn't want to be reminded about everything that they lived through during the war. I didn't really want to ignore it altogether, but wanted to kind of focus on what can come in the future. I painted a youth. She's 7 years old, a Lebanese girl. Even though it was a really hard surface to paint, it's a very poetic situation where we didn't repair the wall before painting it. We built something positive upon it, have the kids focus on their future and a positive future. One person had said that they hope that the people who caused this war will feel bad when they see a beautiful image of a child, because it'll remind them that, you know, the war actually killed a lot of innocent people.
That is the chunkiest paint ever.
The war started in this area here in 1975 and ended in 1991, almost 16 years. Religious and political war, because the religion play a big role in Lebanon here. The schools, the hospitals, everything belong to the religious group. So lots of refugees came to Lebanon, Palestinian refugee, and now the same thing with the Syrian refugee. We have like 1.5 million or 2 million, and the whole Lebanon is 4 million. So they share everything, the energy, the electricity, the water, everything. It's beyond our capacity to welcome them. This is a big concern for the Lebanese people.
After a couple of days, we started rounding up kids in the neighborhood, all kinds of ages, from 5 years old till 15 or something like that. We explained what the mural was about, asked them to write messages for what they wish for themselves or what they wish for the country. A lot of it was really thought out, and a lot of them wanted peace for Lebanon, didn't want any more war. Some of them focused on the environment. They wished Beirut and Lebanon was clean and there was no pollution. Definitely there was a theme going, and you could kind of see what was important to them.
Lebanon has taken on refugees from different wars through the past half-century more. So Lebanon has also had its own civil war. The idea with this project was to bring together all these different groups. Kids from Syria, and there were kids from Lebanon, and they might not otherwise have an opportunity to interact. It wasn't about you have a refugee status. You being Christian, Muslim, or any of these things, we're just all kids, and we're all here painting a wall together.
The kids are innocent. They're not a part of the war. And they shouldn't be a part of any conflict in the world. It's good to communicate, to understand. I totally agree, because it's not their mistakes. It's something bigger than us.
It's always a really interesting experience coming to places that have been through war, because it's not something that I'm very familiar with, and really gets you thinking about why do some people have to go through this and others don't, when I genuinely believe people are good and sometimes are forced to do things or they're in extreme situations. Maybe I'll be more provocative in Canada or in the United States, things that are a lot more familiar to me, but there are a lot of issues in the Middle East go back centuries, and it's really complicated. I don't want to impose too much. I always feel better just trying to promote some kind of positivity.
Well, it represents the peace. It represents the peace. You know, it represents the peace, the beauty. So it's totally different environment now. Yes.
I think I could only hope that someday public art and street art exists in every corner of the globe, where everybody's voice mattered and anyone could paint or draw or write, and it became this colorful conversation everywhere you looked. I'd like to imagine a world like that.